I am heading over the super smelter because today we have something to do with gold, and I will not tell you more about, but I've never smelted any gold. So yeah, let's spark the ores, which I actually removed the little fence that I had over there. So let's throw the raw gold in the smelter and should be able to activate that. I think I have still some things smelting and going on, so I might need to wait a little bit for the gold. While I was waiting, I was wondering, I wish we could pet our animals. Like, these ores would be so nice. I mean, I don't know. Have you never thought about that? Let's go back to the barn and I'll show you what I prepared for you today. And also, welcome to this new episode. My name is Lumen and I love building and creating along you in my Minecraft world. If it's your first time here, or if you're coming back to the video, just enjoy, grab something you like, drinking, eating, and I'll explain you what I've planned for you today. We're heading somewhere far from where we live, from the barn, in this whimsical forest. Is it something we can say? Whimsical forest? I guess I have to research about that. But yeah, I had an idea. Because last episode was already the preparation of a project I have in mind that I haven't revealed yet. But I realized I need a further preparation. And to get to that further preparation, first we're gonna skip the night. So as I was saying, to get to that preparation, we had to build a super smelter. But now I realized that I actually need some shulker boxes for the project. It's not a massive project. I'm not gonna build a mega base and whatever. And if you're around looking at the video, you probably know that we're not about doing those kind of things. We're more about creating. And even though sometimes creating is simple and small, as the cabin has been, for example, which is super cool project, sometimes it gets a little bigger, and 3 to 4 shulker boxes are actually good to have. So to get there, we have a few steps, but rest assured, we're not gonna beat the end dragon today. And today is more about the preparation. And we needed this guy. And this is why we brought him from the village at the spawn. And we need this guy because he can sell us stuff that can avoid fighting. And this thing is the ender pearl. We're gonna need the ender pearl for the ender portal. And I rather collect it from this guy than fighting endermans in the nether or during the nights. So yes, this is the plan. And for this, I'm not just simply gonna stick to the ender pearl. You might start to know me, but yeah, we're gonna make a build for him. And even though we're stepping a little aside from the Industrial Revolution style we want to stick to, we're gonna make something that fits a wizard, that fits a cleric. We could probably do a cathedral, I guess, for a cleric, but I think we're gonna do something more deep, more dark, and somewhere around here. So stick around and you'll see the build. Have you seen that? This is my emergency shulker box system. I mean, I don't want to glaze myself, but I've never seen anyone using this, and I'll explain you how it works. So basically, as you've seen, the ghast can transport boats if they are leaded. If they have a lead on it, which is a feature that has been quite recently added to Minecraft. If you don't know yet, but you can lead boats that can contain whatever you want, which is villagers, mobs, or even chests. And why does it make a shulker box system? Because basically now I have transportable chests. So yeah, I found it super funny. I don't know, I thought about that, and yeah, I ended up trying it, and it works. But why is there copper golems in there? Because I've added copper golems in the build today. So you'll see why are they useful and if they're living or not. But I've created some lore for that. And also, have you seen it's raining? It's raining because I felt like this is the perfect ambience for the forest and the build we're making up today. Also, I still have some resources to gather from a place that's way deeper and way darker than here. And I'll just go there quickly, gather what I need, and I'll be right back. So, without further ado, let's build the house for the witch. What is this smoke going on in the middle of the forest? Do you have an idea? Let's look a little closer. What a dark place. I wonder who lives here. Probably might be a witch. I think we should get inside and ask him, what is he doing? Oh, and I see golems? Copper golems? That's interesting. Is there anyone? Oh, Hello, sir? Hello, missus? We don't even know. Is it a sir or miss? Anyway, guys, I'm so happy to show you what I've built today. While I'm filling up some spots that I still need to do, I'll be talking over and describe what I've done and the thought process of building it. But yeah, this was a really funny build today, and as you can see, there is many copper golems still oxidizing all around the build, and I'm just trying to find the spots where I have to lit up some candles. And yeah, I made this chandelier as well, which I honestly think looks quite cool. I always struggled making chandeliers in the past, and this one fits the room quite well. I could have done tough to make it brighter, but still, I think it's good and it matched the thing, and the classic candles also makes it really realistic, which I quite love. And here is the little desk. And by the way, in the meantime, we're here. We're gonna fill up a little bit those things. And as you can see, I was super proud of making this because basically these are slabs, and there is one bookshelf here and another one here. But because the slab is covering up the bookshelf on top, it makes like a 3-story bookshelf instead of a 2 classic one from Minecraft, which I feel it's super cool actually. So yeah, I was quite proud of this, and I might reuse those in other builds, and probably you should do too if you like the concept. Anyway, here the classic library with the ladder. I love doing ladders with the fences because I feel like they're really realistic and also not flat as a classic ladder can be. So yeah, quite like to use those. I've seen these many years ago. I can't even remember who I need to credit about that, but honestly, yeah, I really love the look it has. And yeah, some classic little shelves over the house. Also, I left those 2 spots blank and empty just because I think I want to maybe integrate some like machinery, probably like about brewing potions and collect nether wart. So I'll have to check. I also don't really know the redstone behind. I know it's super complicated to make a brewer automatic, so probably I'll have to check if I can do something like less automatic, which is first of all much funnier, but also could work and fit in this space. And yeah, probably the same here with the nether wart. Can make some simple things with pistons, so I'll check on that. But yeah, I've put those carpets here because I don't want this guy to leave, and it's working super well. By the way, I brought some, how we call this, dye. Yeah, dye, so I can like, yeah, this one blends in way better, and this one, if we're fast enough for him not to leave, we can use the brown dye and the carpet and put it back here, which works flawlessly as well. And yeah, little flex, guys. You might have seen I've been in the nether. You'll see probably in the next episode about my journey in the fortress. But yeah, here we are, a little with a skeleton skull. Also, shelves look super empty, which I might fill up these the more we go. For example, if I need storage for brewing and stuff like that. And as well, I'm thinking about completing this. I also went through almost all my leather and definitely all my sugarcane to make those books and those bookshelves. So I might need a sugarcane farm really soon. Before touring around outside, let me sleep, and I'll probably show you what's going on, because I've cooked some quite interesting thing, which I'm super proud as well. Okay, they don't let me out. I'll use the back door then. Yeah, I made a little exit from the back just to make something like, you know, probably every house in the woods might have like a little back exit. I don't know. I feel like it was cool to make. But yeah, starting from the side, a little bit of wood, the little window, which looks like it's lit up from the inside using the glazed terracotta, which is super bright. Probably should make something a bit darker, but I don't know. I like to use the terracotta. It makes some special impressions. But yeah, wood here to lit up the chimney that is inside, and outside, yeah, I try to make something a bit more special, like magic. Here we have a little ghast, which looks quite good. It's a bit like a skull, or I don't know. It makes some ambience, quite relative to the witch. And yeah, a bunch of stuff, whatever she used to move water or items, and a bunch of chests, overgrown stuff around. Of course, I'll probably add more of the plant and short grass and whatever can look more bushy and overgrown around. Also mixed the mangrove leaves and the pale oak leaves, so they blend a bit more with the gray dark texture of the house. And also these mangrove leaves, they are probably one of the darkest leaves you can find in Minecraft, which also fits the place because, for example, at the beginning I used moss over here, and I can definitely tell you that it's absolutely out of place, as the biome itself is first of all really dark, and even this is super out of place. This is what I brought with me, some pale moss and tuff, which probably gonna feed more the pathway, and I brought as well some coarse dirt, just to make sure that we can do something like better. And this is my favorite place, with the little table with some candles on top. I don't know what it could be. Probably some cigars, or actual candles, or whatever she wanted to put here, and a chair, because like every witch can sit in her garden and contemplate whatever is going on around. Probably gonna have to remove those mushrooms as well. I don't really want to do the super magic and fantasy look, which is completely out of place in my world. But yeah, a lot more chests, a little water system, if she has to collect water to do whatever she needs, and a bunch of kelps. Probably something that first of all fits well the texture, but also might be useful for potions. I don't know. I'm not a witch, I'm not a brewer, so if there are recipes about, she might be the one you need to ask to. I still have a little bit to do around the house and around the pathing. I'll probably use my favorite lamp system at the moment, which is quietly this, basically. We just have to oh wait, just like that. I'll probably do this somewhere around to create a path. I will not go too crazy on the path today, as I also want to add some trees and stuff like that. But for today's episode, I think it will be it. So yeah, and before you leave, guys, I still have something for you. You might have seen that I've had this book in my inventory since we started touring, and this is because I created lore for our Minecraft world. So let me read this for you. From the dark forest, the old lady has practiced magic. Avoided by the inhabitants of the region, she has progressed toward giving life to objects. She made copper statues useful companions, feared by others. But where are others? Where are others? We're alone here, aren't we? I don't know. We're gonna have to discover this. But yeah, I loved writing this, and I hope you loved it too. And I hope you loved the episode as well. And honestly, this was super funny. I loved creating this build, deep, dark, and it's something I quite add to practice, because probably one day magics will take over the world. We'll see about that. But in the meantime, guys, I want to say thank you, all of you, for your support. Also, thank you so much, because we just hit the 100 subscribers on the channel, which is a massive milestone for me and for my motivation. And I wanted to thank all of you for the support, all of you for being here today, watching me, and I hope you really enjoy the content. If you have any recommendation or if you like and you just want to follow up, please consider subscribing, leaving a comment and liking the video, and I'll see you in the next one.